Hello everybody, look at what happened just about 20 minutes ago. I was driving along the dual carriageway and suddenly a bang and the windscreen just exploded into a million pieces. I am covered in glass everywhere, my clothes, my shoes, every single bit. I really do not know how it happened. Could have been a piece of gravel, could have been some idiot on a catapult, but this is the final result. So the main road is just over there, and then I nursed the car and managed to find a lay-by in here on a quieter road. I've already called the REC, which should be in the next couple of hours, but oh well, let's see if that happens. And look at the state of that. This is what happens with the non-laminated windscreens. I heard a loud bang just immediately, just before, and I was driving at around 50 miles an hour. And look at the state of this. It's glass absolutely everywhere. And the trouble is not these small pieces of glass, it's just the tiny ones, like very dusty ones, which actually are all over myself, my hair and everything. It is actually quite scary, but I managed to compose and find a place to stop. It is very annoying because I actually took the rest of the day off to do some stuff, and this happened. But never mind. Just a couple of cuts on my face and so on, but nothing really too tragic. But yeah, it's going to be a new windscreen. But to be honest, I don't know how easy it is to find windscreen for these cars these days. I know the windscreen for the E28 will fit nicely, but it will definitely need a new rubber because this rubber already had its day, but this shouldn't cause the issue. It happened. Really, really, really strange. So, well, that's it. Let's hope the IRC turn up. I really needed that after a day like today. Now, let's have a closer look at the whole damage. And there's quite a lot to tidy up. Now, there is quite a lot of broken glass, as you can see in here, and it just went everywhere through the vents and so on. Quite a lot on the floor as well. Some of it, the REC guy who had to brush it in order to sit in the car. It's also in there into the gear lever, and also at the back there's actually some glass in here. It went in every single nook and cranny in the car, rear passenger shelf, and funnily enough, also outside the car. Now it's time to take everything out. Hoover with my trusty Henry, and see what else is behind. See if I can repair this. I won't be able to replace the windscreen just as now because I'm going on holiday, and then I'm going to put some gaffer tape and some bin bags and cover it all, put a car cover on top of it, and leave it like that temporarily. Oh no. Oh no, things are actually getting worse. Hang on a second. Oh no. Oh no. So the top of the windscreen doesn't really seem to be that bad, and all those bits are typically from the time when they used to glue part of the windscreen, so it's not the botched work, but things start to get a little bit bad in here. Probably this can be just grinded and smoothed back, but then it doesn't get any better. More rust, and then you can see in here this is actually very bubbly and might need some filling as well. But this is where the problem is. All the bottom of the windscreen needs to be replaced. Starting from here, where the outer skin is just completely gone. Also in here, quite thin in this area, needs to go in here, 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 there. And the more we travel towards the driver's side, it gets very bad. Here, bits of metal actually missing. It needs a complete replacement. The first hole, second hole, and the botched repair that was made with fiberglass. Goodness knows the state of the metal underneath. In here, probably just need extra grinding. And there's a tiny pinhole just over there. It's not the news that I wanted today. I was actually quite cool in terms of being a windscreen replacement, but I started to prod around with the screwdriver, and I found more rust. This was already known. It's a replacement panel, so it's not structural. It's fine, but it's here inside the sill that things don't look good. So that needs to be welded. And underneath on the floor pan, where is it? There you go. That's another hole. And I did forgot to mention on another time, and I replaced, there's a small hole on this area in here. Small hole, but also needs to be welded, but it's actually watertight. And of course, there was a very bad repair here done in the past, which needs to be completely rectified. And that's why this all looks a little bit wonky. It was a bad repair many decades ago. And of course, this one, which was already known, and the bottom of the door is already bubbling in several places. Plus another bit around here, which we can find. It's over there. It's also looking a little bit crusty now. And there's actually movement in here. This is just a drain plug. Oops. Oh God. I should stop touching the car. Well, that was disappointing. Today didn't go very well, and didn't end up well either. I thought it was just going to be a windscreen replacement in the end, and it turned out to be something much worse. And then I got into the mentality of prodding with a screwdriver everywhere else and found more rust, as you've seen on the previous images. And that's not going to be cheap to repair. In fact, bodywork are one of the most expensive things you can do in a car. I'm looking at thousands of pounds, because there's no point of repairing the bottom of the windscreen and not paint because it needs painting. But once you paint that bit, everything else also needs painting, because everything else just looks rubbish. Then you have the underfloors, you have that bit of the seal, you have the rear windscreen that also needs a bit of welding. And once you get onto that, you might as well just strip the car and do a full restoration. But even if you don't do a full restoration, I'm looking at least £2,000 worth of work, plus the brakes. The brakes, I've had people looking at it and they don't know what is going on with the brakes. The brakes, they do work, don't get me wrong, but it's just the first half of a pedal, there's no feel whatsoever. Adjustments, everything, no one knows what is going on. And I don't feel confident anymore. Also, all this together is making me reconsider the destiny of this car. I'm not going to get it repaired anytime soon. Money has other priorities, and I don't have a garage to store this car indefinitely. So I'm seriously considering what to do with it, and maybe something that I never crossed my mind before. Probably, yes, the things are repairable, but they do come at a price. I might as well just sell this one and get another one. But on the other hand, this is the reality of a classic car ownership. You reach a point of limit and you start to ask yourself, do you want to carry on or not? The sky's going to stay like this for months to come, and it's not going to be driven for a long time. So I'm going to publish a few videos about this car of work that I've done before, but that's it. I'm not going to spend a penny on it for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. And probably that was something that was meant to happen. Is it a sign? I don't know. And on that positive note, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.